am Rebekah. For those of you who didn't see me last week, I'm the Student Activities Coordinator, and today I also have a special guest from our Athletics Department. So,
Megan, hello. My name is Megan. I am an intern currently for Athletics Department.
And a graduate of JCU, so definitely an expert of all things John Cabot. So today, in case you have forgotten, our topic of conversation is activities and trips and athletics. So I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what activities and trips entails. It is my program, so I'm really excited to share this information with you today. So we have weekend trips, and they can be 2 or 3 days long. We have day trips, so we go to places near Rome that you can visit in a day. We also have activities around Rome. We have orientation tours that I talked a little bit about last week, how you can sign up for those. Sorry, we had a little bit technical difficulties. I'll just remind you that I am Rebekah and I do the activities and trips, and this is Megan.
Hello. From Athletics Department. I've currently been working for athletics for about a year, and I'm interning now, and so I'm a recent graduate as well.
So, Megan, do you want to start where you left off, telling about what's included in the athletics department?
So we have the fitness center, which is located in one of the residence. It's the Janicolo residence. And then we also offer trips. We offer something new, which is our health and well-being and fitness seminars, which we tried out for summer session 1. We're going to do again for the fall semester. And then we also have our varsity sports teams and intramurals as well. But we're trying to get more students to be involved in the varsity sports teams, like the soccer, volleyball, co-ed volleyball, and basketball. And we're thinking about maybe creating some type of fan club to bring students to these games to get a bigger audience. Because we really want to create, a fan base for
team spirit.
For our team, exactly, gladiator spirit, yeah.
So just a reminder that since this is a live session, we definitely want to hear your questions about athletics and activities and trips. So feel free to write a question in at any time, and we'll definitely pause from our descriptions of our services to answer any of your questions. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for you to write in your questions, I'll tell you a little bit more about some of our current and reoccurring trips that we do. So, for example, one of our most popular weekend trips is taken in Campania. It's a region just south of Rome, and we always go to Pompeii. We see the city, we have a guided tour in English. We also have a 4-star hotel that we stay in Sorrento. So on the Amalfi Coast, we see Capri, we travel around Capri, and then the third day is a bit of wild card, I guess you would say. We've been to Naples, we've been to Caserta. That's where the largest royal palace in the entire world is. So I'm always looking for ways to make the trip more interesting and dynamic, and if you know someplace you want to see in Campania that I could use as the third day of this trip, feel free to write me and let me know. So that's one of our most popular trips. We also do wine tasting in Tuscany. We do that as a day trip. So we take a bus all together. We go to a winery, we tour the winery, and we'll have a late lunch and wine tasting, and then see the town of Montalcino, which is a typical medieval town outside of Siena. And we do that in a day. So those are probably our most popular trips, and that's why we offer them every semester. So if you miss the sign up for it in the fall, don't worry. In the spring, we'll definitely go back again. So I have a question from Jade. Thank you, Jade. She asks, how long is the female soccer season? So I'm going to turn this over to Megan and see the answer.
Okay, so the female soccer season is going to start up again in September. And so it's both the fall semester and the spring semester. And then during the summer, we just have their intramurals, but they're just sort of like pickup games. But it's all year round. So fall and spring. And the female soccer team is really great right now. They're incredible. And it's 5 versus 5, and it's a little bit smaller, but they have been amazing. We're really proud of our Lady Gladiators. We're really proud of them. And it's not your super competitive like it sort of is in the States. It's a little bit, more relaxed, but it's still a commitment, and it's it never hurts to try out, is what I think. People sometimes are a little intimidated by it, but I think that just it doesn't hurt to try out and see if you're any good. So but yeah, so it's all both semesters.
Okay, thanks, Jade. That was a good question, and I didn't know the answer to that myself, so I'm learning things as well. So I don't know, do you want to talk about some of your most popular trips as well?
Well, yeah.
Oh, we have another.
Starts on Marco, my boss says the season starts in September and ends in April, which is the fall and spring semesters. But yeah, so interestingly enough, our most popular trip is the Sapri trip, which is also in the Campania region. Not Capri, but Sapri. And it's a weekend-long trip, and we actually just went on this trip for the summer, because we offer it in summer and then again for the fall. And we go for the weekend. It's really, really fun. We'll go hiking one day. We go snorkeling another day. It's for me, it was beautiful, amazing, and it was a lot of fun. So that's only one of the trips we offer.
I have to say that the Sapri trip, I'm kind of jealous. I've always wanted to go. But it's always the absolute first trip that sells out every time it's offered.
We actually have 7 students that have already signed up and paid for their tickets, which is, we go at the end of August, but most of the students are still in the States or they're studying abroad, so they can sign up. You can do it online on the trips page.
You can do it online, and once we're done with this session, I will definitely post the link so it's easily found by all of you. I've definitely posted about the activities and trips already before in this group, so you can, if you want to sign up now before anybody else gets in, you can scroll down to a previous post. Yeah. Otherwise, you can wait till after the live session.
There's plenty of spots left, though. There's plenty of spots. For the Sapri and for all of our other trips, we're still offering, there's plenty of spots left, but they sell, especially Sapri, it sells very fast. I'm surprised by that.
So I also wanted to let you guys know about some of the other past trips and some of the trips that we are planning for the fall. I had a lot of requests to go to Venice recently. So in the fall, we are bringing back the trip to Venice, Verona, and Padua. We'll be staying in Padua and then spending a day in Venice and a day in Verona. So I'm really excited for this new trip, and the idea came from you guys. So I'm always looking for suggestions. I definitely want to offer things that you guys are interested in rather than something I make up. So if you guys ever have suggestions or questions about places to go, I am happy to accommodate at the best to the best of my abilities. I know we've had a request for skiing. Do you want to talk about that?
So yeah, as well, I think that it's really important to be open to suggestions, because that, majority of people, if they are interested in going to a certain place, we want to accommodate that. And so we have possibly during spring break, we're going to offer a skiing trip, which I think would be really cool. So it's also for us, it's what students want to suggest or where they would like to go. We're also open to suggestions. But so far we have a lot of hiking trips, and so maybe skiing would be
something a little different.
Yeah, we have 2 hiking trips to the area of Abruzzo, which is really beautiful, and then we have a sailing trip, which is fairly new, and then just our summer sport adventure day, which is just going to the beach, which is close to Rome.
So it's always nice to cool off. It'll probably still be quite warm when you guys arrive at the beginning of fall semester. So definitely you'll want to cool off. Snowboarding, Jade asks?
I don't know because it's still a suggestion, but possibly skiing and snowboarding, yeah. You know what? If it's possible, we would like to do it, for sure. But we'll have to look into that.
So other trips that I'm thinking about are in northern Italy. I'm thinking about Milan and Turin for a weekend trip. Per your suggestion and suggestion of other JCU students, I had a lot of requests also for Sicily, so I'm really excited to officially announce that for spring break in 2018, we'll be going to Sicily. We've already booked the hotel, so as soon as it becomes available, I'll definitely let you guys know so you can sign up. So I'm really excited to offer that to you guys.
So cool.
Yay! It's the very first time that JCU will be offering a spring break trip, so I'm really looking forward to spending a week in Sicily with you guys. I see a lot of excitement already for this. I made a good choice then. Anyways, we also do activities. One of my most popular activities that I offer several times a semester is cooking classes. Each cooking class has a different menu. Usually it's right on the website what we'll be cooking for that class. For example, this summer we did meatballs this past Wednesday, and next week we're making pizza, so you can see those sorts of items as well as others. I'm always willing to ask the chef to make special plates and dishes that you guys want to make too. So just let me know, and I'm happy to request that as well. We also go all the time to the opera. In the winter months, we go to the historic Teatro dell'Opera, which is in Rome, about a 20-minute bus ride away, and we've seen things like La Traviata, Barbara of Seville. We'll be seeing La Traviata actually again this fall. I'm really excited because it is directed by Sofia Coppola, so a very famous director who has put her effort into this performance, and I'm really excited as well since the costumes are by Valentino, so you'll definitely expect something fantastic. And I also kind of splurged on really awesome box seats, so take a look also on the website for that. So we a lot of times we go to the ballet, or I've done in the past also a bike tour of the Appia, a little bit athletic, about as athletic as I do. But yeah, and then additionally this fall I'm really excited. We're collaborating with Roma Europa Festival, which is a festival that meets every year in Rome in theaters across the city for different types of performances. We do have a special JCU discount, but in addition to that, I am offering a few special tickets at additionally subsidized prices. So dance performances, there's a digital film performance, so take a look on the website also for that. Do you want to talk about athletic activities like the classes and other?
Yeah, so so our schedule, the entire schedule for the fall, is going to be on the official JCU athletics blog, which is just gladiators.johncabot.edu, and we have our full schedule there, which has the classes, all the trips we provide, and you have to, in order to use the fitness center, which is located in the Janicolo residence, you just have to go to get a physical, which is €20, and we offer these appointments. Okay. Okay, so all you have to do is go and come to us during orientation, located in the Tyber Cafe, and we'll be there with our table, and you just sign up in order to... Okay, so here... Okay, so I don't know what I was saying. So we have a table during orientation at the table, and you can sign up for a physical. And we offer classes like Fit Cross, there's yoga, Zumba, are taught in the Janicolo residence, and so yeah, and the blog, our entire blog is gladiators.johncabot.edu. You can find all this information there, also about our teams, our varsity sports teams, and how to get involved.
Great. Thanks for sharing the blog website as well, Marco. We appreciate that.
He's always there with the blog. And then also about our the seminars that we're going to be having. We tried out these seminars for the first summer session. They're like health and well-being and fitness seminars. And then we're going to be doing it again for the fall. And we have these really educated, health and well-being and fitness professionals basically that are speaking about these topics, like strength training, or what you can do to fuel your body for athletics. It's going to be really cool. I think a lot of the students, if they need to know something about athletics, it would be great to join these seminars. They're going to be great.
So just a reminder, if you have any specific questions that you want to ask us, either about the athletics department or about activities and trips, go ahead and write them in. One question that I get all the time is specifically from Italian students. I've already seen Italy, it's my country, why should I participate? And you know what, that's a really great question, because I think that we're a lot of American students and international students here in Italy, and it would be awesome if we could have Italian students also share their culture. For example, I also do a trip in the fall that is an olive harvest. We do olive oil tasting, and we have a pizza lunch then afterwards. And I think that it is really great if someone who already knows how to make olive oil can take part and share their knowledge and experience, and maybe talk about how it's different from how they maybe process the oil from where they're from, as opposed to where we go to see the olive oil process. So definitely, even if you're Italian, these activities and trips are for you too, because it's a great opportunity to meet new people and share your culture with people who are willing and ready to learn. So what about in athletics? Do you have a lot of degree seekers who attend athletics trips?
The trips? No. See, that it would be interesting also to get more degree seekers involved with the trips, because it is a majority of study abroads. They've never been to Italy, and so they want to explore, and that makes sense. But it's also, it's not even just an experience of, okay, I've already been to Sapri, I've already seen that, but it's also, with a group of people that you've never maybe met before, or, it's an international group. So I think it would be great to have more degree seekers involved with that as well. We're trying. I think it would be very cool.
Which is why it's really important that we get suggestions from you about where you want to go. We want to include you. We want you to share your experiences also with the study abroad students. So if there's a place you want to see, please let us know. So how frequent are the activities in the athletics department?
The activities, well, okay, so we have our normal schedules, I guess I would say. So intramurals, which are just like the pickup games, but they're of basketball and volleyball and soccer, that's during the summer session. So currently, the summer session 1, we have the intramurals. Summer session 2, not as much, because there's not as many students. But then our normal schedule during fall and spring, we have our varsity sports teams. So we have the co-ed volleyball, we have co-ed basketball, and then our soccer, because we're in Italy, and so soccer is
pretty big and important here.
But we do have our women's soccer team, which they're doing fantastic, like I said before, and then our men's, we have futsal, so that's 5 versus 5, and then the regular 11 versus 11. But
how many times a week do they practice?
They just practice 1 or 2 times a week, but one of them sometimes can be a game. So it's not a huge time commitment, and I think that's a lot of what students worry about is, well, I'm here for such a short amount of time, especially the study abroads. Surprisingly, for the teams, the varsity teams, we get a lot of degree seekers because
they can follow it from the beginning to the end of their academic career.
But what the study abroad should know is that it's not a huge time commitment, as in they would have their weekends still to travel if they wanted to. So it's just a few times a week, and you get to be part of a team, and it's a really cool experience. I feel like to play a sport against these other Italian universities or American universities like the American University of Rome. But this league that specifically for soccer has been going on now for about 12, 13 years. And so we play against all these other universities, like we play against the American University of Rome, we play against Sport Italico, we play against Erasmus on campus. So it's a really cool experience to get to not only play against these other universities, but see, meet other students as well. And it's specifically for soccer because it's such a big sport, but we do offer the other ones as well. And we're also open to suggestions. So even for like the intramural games, like if say like flag football, if enough people are interested in that, something we can organize something. So we're definitely listening. If people have suggestions, we're open to them.
So in terms of activities and trips, we usually offer more activities and trips at the beginning of the semester as opposed to the end of the semester. For things like the cooking class, it's a great way to meet people and make new friends. Tours, we do the city center tour. It's a tradition that we do it the first Friday of classes. So that's another great way to kick off your first weekend in Rome, getting to know the city and making new friends. So I see that we have a question from Sabrina. How do we sign up for sports?
Okay, so how do you sign up for sports? How do you not sign up? Okay, so the first week during orientation, we have our tables. And so located in Tiber campus, we're going to be in the Tiber Cafe. And so all you have to do is come to the athletics table and you can sign up with us. And after orientation, if you don't make it there, you can always come to the gym, the fitness center, located in the Gianicolo residence, one of the residences past Gorini. And you can always sign up. We're always willing to take, even if you think you're too late or something, it's definitely not too late, and we're always around.
So one question that I've always wondered about the sports teams is, do I already have to know how to play a sport, or can it be my first time?
It can absolutely be your first time. And that's a thing. We don't want to discourage students from signing up because they think that they're not going to be good enough or something. We also have tryouts during the first week of classes, and so we don't want to discourage students from trying out. You don't have to be a professional soccer player, professional volleyball player. I think that if anything, it's more for fun, to get the experience and to try playing a sport in Italy, or just be with your other students. It's an experience.
So another question that I get all the time is, my parents are in town. Can they come to the cooking class with me? It would be really nice to include them in the cooking class. Unfortunately, for logistic and liability reasons, visiting friends and family aren't able to attend, unfortunately. So that's probably the only downside, but if you want to take your parents or your friends to do something fun while they're here visiting with you, and you want to know how to book your own cooking class, I'm definitely available to help you and show you good places to go for those sorts of activities that they aren't able to do with us. So I don't know if anybody else has any other questions. You can feel free to write those questions in. Let's see if we have anything on our list that we missed that might be important for you guys to know. I think we covered most of our topics. What do you think, Megan? Is there anything you'd like to add about athletics before we sign off?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too. I missed. I want to make sure. I think that, I mean, I mentioned all the classes that we offer, which, I mean, is a lot of students, we get this question a lot, like, what classes are you offering? And so they're weekly, and so the schedule, again, is on the blog. And they're, you know, normal fitness center classes, like the yoga is offered every week. And then we also have the Fit Cross or Zumba, which I love Zumba. But yeah, so all you have to do is get the physical, pay €20, and you can take any of these classes. There
is a question from Leanna. Are there any fees or additional costs to join an athletic team?
Okay,
it's a good question.
So it is a good question because there's two types of physicals. And the first type is just the €20 physical that you get. It's just a normal, non-competitive physical. This is just to use the fitness center.
Just so you know, it's an Italian law that you have to get a physical done so that you can
That's
use
another
gym.
question.
Yeah.
A lot of students ask, well, I have a physical in the States. Why can't I just use it? Unfortunately, with the doctor here, you have to get a physical in Italy. And then so the competitive physical is for our varsity sports, and that is a little bit more, I believe that's €30, and that is after tryouts. So after you complete the tryouts and you make the team, then you get this physical. So that's the only cost that we're
That's a little bit extra.
For. Yeah. Other than that, no. Other than that, you just play.
Thank you, Leanna. That was a good question. I also have another question from Sabrina. If we are planning on playing soccer, should we bring cleats and shin pads with us, or should we get them there? That's also a good question.
I believe for the cleats, yes, you should bring your own. Shin guards, I think that we probably have the shin guards, but cleats, it's always better to bring your own shoes. Absolutely, yeah.
If you don't have space, I'm sure you could probably buy them here.
Yes,
if you don't have space in your luggage.
Of course.
But if you have like a pair you're really attached to and you have space in your luggage, bring your own.
Yes.
So I just want to also remind you that next week we will be talking about clubs and community service. So besides getting involved in sports and activities and trips while you're studying at John Cabot, we really want you to get involved also with clubs and community service. So that's all we have for today. I will be posting in the comments just a reminder about where you can sign up for the activities and trips. You can always message me or email studentservices@johncabot.edu for more information about activities and trips. If you want more information about athletics, you can check out the blog, which Marco was kind enough to put in the comments, or email athletics@johncabot.edu. So I look forward to seeing you next week to talk about other opportunities to get involved in campus life, and I look forward to meeting you in just a few weeks. So have a great weekend.
Bye.